guys, what is going on? What up, man? What's Gucci? Been a crazy day, man. Been a wild day. And we'll talk about it. We'll go over it. But yeah, so what I feel like we're about to do is take those lows without a retracement. So that's always nice. You know what I mean? That's always nice. But yeah, so a bit of a shake and bake kind of day. You know what I mean? Kind of a shake and bake kind of day where we have some higher highs and then it looks like we're going to have a lower low on the day. I mean, I don't know yet. It looks that way. And if we do get that, right? Higher highs, and if we get lower lows, you know, that sort of cone shaped day, just ugh. But man, bro, I fucking dude, I shouldn't have slept in today, man. I fucked up. But because like right up in here, dude, this was so perfect in here. This was so perfect, bro. Brethren. Right up here, dude. But I didn't want to hold on that long, especially during lunch. But dude, we had the most sickest bull flag up here, man. Look at that. And then it broke down, imbalance right there, dude. Oh man, it was beautiful. And I unfortunately broke even on that. Because, you know, lunch was coming up and I was like, nah, I don't want to hold through lunch. And then sure enough, right in the middle, we just shed, dude. I'm like, God, dog. So, you know, I'm feeling some type of way about it, chat. I am feeling some type of way about it. You know, like when you get in near the high of the day, you get out near the high of the day, and then the market just absolutely tanks and then makes like a new low of day. You're just like, bro, just take me in the back and shoot me. Like a sick old dog. Just shoot me. You know, because like 20-point moves, 30-point moves, it's not what you want to miss out on, right? But it happens. So that's always nice and never depressing, right? Anyway, what's good? Naruto, Felix, Eberneth, G, Lucas, Flacco, Grobert, Crispy J, Smalley, Willow, Toby, Marshall, Simon, Kevin, Amin, Ricky, Rangebound Plays. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. What's good? 2020 long at 5,622. 5,622 up here. No, that's not a mitigation. There's no lower lows anywhere. And this goes entirely against the framework that I've given you. I was going to draw it out on the session with you instead of just giving it to you right up front. But consolidation / low resistant lows. We do have like an accumulation level here, but we end up trading back into that. So it's kind of weird, but nonetheless, higher high. We have weakness on Dow. I mean, excuse me, Dow is trading higher. We have weakness on ES, and then all these lows put together. And so this ends up being the liquidity, right? 3 new highs. And then this is that first level of distribution to go lower. So it looks like you were longing into a first stage of distribution. See that? So, let me see. Right? So if, well, I can't really put it together, but you see what I'm talking about, right? Consolidation slash lows, that's here. The accumulation and the reaccumulation is kind of like, it's kind of warped. It doesn't look exactly like this. So I'm not going to really draw anything there. But for the sell side price delivery, liquidity here, first leg or first stage of distribution here, I was explaining that a minute ago with the bull flag concept. And then nasty leg lower. This, honestly, this might even be too weak to trade higher to go lower. This might just sink below the lows. Which is good if you're in a short already, but if you're not short, then it really doesn't give you that opportunity for that next leg lower. So yeah, you're not stupid. You just made a dumb mistake. That's all. Can't long distribution. Can't do that. I mean, you can. I just don't recommend it. And yeah, so does NQ. All right, same story. There was an equities divergence here in the morning, but that low, taking the equities open low at 950, that just set up a larger time frame set of lows. So similar story. We made a high, weakness, and then lunch took us lower. Beginning of the PM session, we just dumped lower as well. So, you know, that's that. And then here's that higher high on Dow. That was at like 11:05. See that? I will go with the body here. See that? So there's that higher high on Dow. So one of them is doing something that the other two are not. Oh shit, that's 10:15. Oh, sorry, 10:15 is here. So if we align the highs, excuse me, Dow's trading higher here. ES is lower there, confirming that weakness. And then NQ is also lower, confirming that weakness. So there is no mitigation. Plus, you'd be longing in a premium anyway, which usually you shouldn't do. Usually you shouldn't do. I'm not saying you can't, but you know, when you look at it, if we take all this other stuff off, right? If you divide the day, there's your low. Well, there's a pre-market low, and then that's your current high, and then you would essentially be longing at the 25% level. That's premium end of the premium. So there's no logic there. I mean, I could see a idea for Nasdaq. Like, I could see that only because that, again, equity, I want to make that a big point. The equities market, you know, it had a similar idea, right? Low, high, or maybe that one. Lower low that swept liquidity. I could see that as a mitigation. But, you know, that tags right at 11, right at lunch. So you have price and context, but you don't have the time. Right? Time, price, context. You have price, you have context, because, you know, remember, we were looking for higher, I was looking for higher pricing, but we don't have the right time here. So that just completely wrecks. Does that make sense? So yeah, they are lower. Lower, lower, lower. All right. Was good. Hermita, Mia, anyone else that I missed? Lee Bright, officially back. Welcome back. Where you been? We've been waiting for your signals, lead, right? I mean, come on, bro. 3 million in funding, like fuck, dude. Where them signals at? where them Libright signals at? Anyway. Oh yeah, 1984, Lucas. 1984. Bro, that page, if you have this book, dude, I was catching up on it because I took a break from it. I even have a bookmark, 1984 bookmarker, which is, I don't know when I got that. But yeah, dude, page 71 fucking slaps. Slaps, bro. Did y'all read that? Y'all didn't read it yesterday, did you? I posted it and you didn't read it. I'm going to read it to you now. Like, it really just puts into words what I've been trying to tell you for the longest time. Ricky's targeting 20K for Nasdaq. You know, honestly, I wouldn't probably trade this bullshit. Because like I said, higher highs and then lower lows. You know, big old cone, big old dunce pattern here. Y'all remember those cartoons? And the kid would get in trouble and he'd sit in the corner with the dunce hat. Y'all might be too young, but this is like a dunce hat formation. It's just like, this is, the fuck is this? So, I don't like environments like that. But if we do, like if you were to trade something like that, like today, shorting above old highs, buying below old lows. This is the kind of environment that we're in. But yeah, dude, so George Orwell, 1984, page 71. You said it's a boring book? Lucas, you're banned. Permanent ban this time. Anyway, let me read this to you real quick. Page 71. It was not necessary to know much. So long as they continued to work and breed, their other activities were without importance. Left to themselves like cattle turned loose upon the plains of Argentina, they had reverted to a style of life that appeared to be natural to them, a sort of ancestral pattern. They were born, they grew up in the gutters, they went to work at 12, they passed through a brief blossoming period of beauty and sexual desire. They married at 20, they were middle-aged at 30. They died, for the most part, at 60. Heavy physical work, the care of home and children, petty quarrels with neighbors, films, football, beer, and, above all, gambling filled up the horizon of their minds. To keep them in control was not difficult. A couple more sentences later. And even when they became discontented, as they sometimes did, their discontent led nowhere, because, being without general ideas, they could only focus it on petty specific grievances. The larger evils invariably escaped their notice. Disgusting. And then page 72. Promiscuity went unpunished. Divorce was permitted. And then one of my favorite parts on page 81, the party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. It's a good book, dude. You guys got to read it. You guys got to read it. Or don't. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, never mind. That was weird. This was like fucked up for a minute. It was all jacked up for a minute. 5 contracts, micro 19,920 at London low sweep for Nasdaq or for NQ. Would you say 920? 920. Ooh. The Y slime model, huh? Buying below old lows. That's what we're doing, Ricky. Right there. I mean, like I said, that is the type of environment that we're in. So yeah, equities would be that third lower low. That third lower low, dog. And you said aiming for 20K? All right. I guess we'll see. We will FAFO today. We are gonna FAFO today. Lucas said, I like more books with sauce in it. All right, Lucas. Well, do what you got to do, my friend. I won't knock you for it. It was good, Stephanie. Never read 84. Gonna order it this evening. Yeah, it's a classic, bro. But Lucas does have a fair point. It is a little bit boring, but you got to realize this. A lot of older books, especially the philosophers, Seneca, good God. Dostoevsky, you know, shit like Crime and Punishment. What's that other one? War and Peace, shit like that. Dude, 800,000 pages. We're not doing that. But those old authors, you got to realize that was a different time period back then. You know, they didn't have internet and cell phones. You know, they weren't like in constant communication with other people. I mean, they just sat around, you know, they worked, did shit. And I think they had a lot more time and a lot more focus to be able to write and to be able to read as well. Because you look at books nowadays and they don't really go over like 300 pages as far as the self-help genre. You know, novels and whatnot, yeah, they can get pretty long. But the self-help genre, they really don't go too long. And they still find ways to fluff it up. You know? All right, Ricky. That's interesting, you know, where we, let me see. So we take a morning session low, we leave equities open low alone. And of course, a pre-market low as well. That's fucking weird. That's weird to me. Because why does Nasdaq do it? Right? Why does Nasdaq do that? And ES doesn't? Well, more power to you. Ricky, what's your stop on that? Shit, knowing me, I'd be break even already. Dude, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in, I'm going break even like a motherfucker. What's your stop at, Ricky? What's good, Slim? What's good, Big James? Drop a like on the stream for me. I would appreciate that. Fix the like button. Nice. What's good, Harmon? Matrix 4 is now on Netflix. Is that like the newest one? They waited like 20 years to make a sequel or to make the next one? Dude, that reminds me. Gladiator 2. And dude, I watched the trailer and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm kind of with the public opinion on this one. They're like, why the fuck are you playing rap music in a Gladiator, you know, trailer? That's the first thing I thought too. think they were playing like a Jay-Z song or some shit. And I'm like, this is not it, dude. Like, this is not it. I like rap music, don't get me wrong, but Gladiator, dude. I don't know, man. That's just apples and oranges, you know? But I am excited for Denzel Washington, though. That's my guy, man. Love Denzel. So Ricky, let me see. You know what, too? You know what, too? You know, and again, your trade is your trade. I already know you know that. You're independent. I get that. But you know what I will notice, though? There's like a lack of wick up here for NQ. You know what I mean? That 11:15 candle, there's a lack of wick up there. Right up there. But I see what you mean by range play, though. Like, I can see that. I can see that. I'm almost wondering if that ends up being a mitigation play. Or no, it would be that candle. Sorry. I'm wondering if that ends up being a mitigation play. I guess we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Directed Napoleon, and I feel like he bombed it. I didn't watch Napoleon. I didn't watch Napoleon. I did hear they made him gay, though. That's not why I didn't watch it, but I just heard like, oh, they made him gay. Told you, bro. In Hollywood, everybody's gay now. Everybody. Either gay or disabled. Everybody. So, you know, this is the world we live in, bro. These are the movies that we make. What happened, Flacco? Ain't no way. What do you mean? What do you mean, ain't no way? You know what? I'm gonna put this on hold for just a minute because somebody asked about gold earlier today, or one of you was looking to trade gold, and I wanted to give my thoughts on that too. Let me tell you why I would not short gold. The July 8th candle, real quick, down candle here. We had a sell-off, let me see, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was down, and then Monday was down as well. So we're pretty much, we had traded below the weekly open and then down into that candle yesterday. We got a small, like we got like a very, very small reaction on the daily. So it's like, okay, well, you know, what else? And then if we go to a 1 hour, London takes us higher. We left an imbalance behind. And this was all, you know, after the fact, because I wasn't up at 8:45. I told you I slept in today. But there's an imbalance here, which leaves lows. So it's a little bit difficult for me to justify shorts until, you know, some sort of liquidity gets taken. So, I mean, I can see that as a target, or even like on a 1 minute time frame, those would be equal lows. I could see that. But remember, that daily down candle gave us a reaction. So that to me is a little, you know, just be mindful of that. But I could see it going here. But just remember, that's a little bit counter higher time frame. So if you want to watch gold, you can. It's range bound today, just like the indices here at 12:30. So just be mindful. Yeah, I guess it did sweep some highs. This could trade lower, but I don't think I would trade that. Right, like some sort of scalping idea. So I mean, if you want to, we can put alerts down there. We usually don't look at gold like that, but you know, we're gonna have, I told you we're gonna have a FAFO kind of day. And yeah, Simon, I agree. The first Gladiator is goated. One of the best movies of all time. All right, Ricky. All right, calm down, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Oh shit. Getting a little bit of volatility there, huh? This is garbage. Like, look at this 5-minute time frame and tell me this isn't garbage. Just makes you want to walk away, man. Just makes you want to walk away. $12.30. So that's a new 15-minute candle as well as a 30-minute candle too. So if it's going to push higher, there's a small imbalance here. But like I said, I'm still in the back of my mind, I'm still with ES. With ES having those open lows, I just can't. Can't. You said ES keeps reject. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, 15-minute looks like dirt too. It's not retracing higher, and it's not running liquidity. It's being held. It's being held, my friends. Yeah, that's hard to say. Because I feel like Nasdaq is, it might be being held back by NQ or by ES. Right? That ES not rallying. And NQ is like, no, I want to rally. ES is like, no, we're not. That's what it looks like. It's house money. If it comes back to the entry placement, should work out after they suppress price. Looking for them to rally fast up for fast up. Top step shorting. Oh, top step is shorting. Oh shit. You know what that means. You know what that fucking means. Shorting after a new low of day is diabolical. Like real shit. The same way like longing after a new high of day. That is wild to me. Yeah, so something like this, right? Why I keep swapping back and forth. Instead of doing that, I would just have both of them side by side so I could look next to each other. Be like, well, look at Nasdaq, look at ES on the same screen versus like trying to go back and forth. Today's a day like that. It's like, oh, well, we don't, the lows don't align, the highs don't align. Like that's, to me, that's important information. You know that game, I haven't played it yet. A lot of people are playing it right now. It's Chained Together, where two people play a game and you try to go through an obstacle course, but you're literally chained together. So if one of you goes but another doesn't, it'll hold the person back, or so you end up falling off the cliff and shit. It's hilarious. And that's what I feel here with NQ and ES. Like traditionally, this looks like a long, right? Oh, triple lows. We took out morning and a pre-market low. Like in all in all fairness, that looks like a long to go higher. But as mentioned, ES is just lingering here. It's just malingering here. It hasn't really taken, because equity lows, I'm pretty sure, is now equal. You see that? So there's our opening. Equity's open right there. 5603 and a half is the low. And then during lunch, 5603 and a half is also that same low. So now they're equal. So I feel like, oh yeah, this is a demand zone. Yeah, look, price bounced here, price bounced here. Oh, it's going to bounce again. So that would mean lower. Makes sense? That would, yeah. All right. So that to me is why NQ is like, I can't rally. I need your permission. It ain't given, ES isn't given permission. But I could be wrong. That could fly. Ricky could be right. And then he's going to Uber Eats dinner to my house anyway. So, it's fine. Ricky, I'll do extra large pepperoni and bacon with 2 sides of ranch, please. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And then I have no idea what Dow wants to do. Literally, I have no clue. I feel like if I traded Dow, I would absolutely take a loss. I feel like I would absolutely take a loss if I traded that. So, not gonna do it. What's good, Roman? Did you read Epictetus dealing with your own anger? Well, Lucas, honestly, I've never really been an angry person. We've all been angry before, but I'm not an angry person. Like, you ask anybody, you ask my friends, family, and you could ask them, like, hey, is John an angry person? And they'd probably be like, I've never even seen him angry before. So I've never really struggled with anger like that. It's only after consecutive tomfoolery. Like, if you lied and then you lied again and then you lied again and then you build on it, right? And when you do something like that, that's when I get mad, because I'm like, damn. So not only did you stab me in the back once, not twice, not 3 times, you kept going, and now you fucked me over like 5 times. Like, that's what I get angry at, because I'm like, dude, what did I do to, deserve some shit like that? I'll usually get angry about that. But little shit, nah, it's not worth it. But there's a book, there's a orange one. It's called On Anger by Seneca. It's pretty good. But yeah, it wasn't really Epictetus. Make sense? Can you recommend some podcasts for personal growth? I would say Bedros Keuilian, Andy Frisella. Both of them kind of cuss a lot. Andy cusses a lot. I thought I cussed a lot. Andy Frisella, he practically speaks nothing but curse words, but he's pretty cool. So Bedros Keuilian, Andy Frisella. Andy gets into the rabbit hole too, which I like. So he gets down into the, politics and shit. He makes fun of politicians and stuff, which I enjoy. Outside of those two, I don't know. Consolidation Nation chat. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you listen to music? Like on the stream? Like when I stream, like right now, are you guys listening to music on the side? Or do you just listen to me? Because I listen to music. Even when I hear other people, do a podcast or whatever, I still listen to music really low, but I still have music on. Oh, wow. None of you listen to music like that? Oh, damn. Oh, all right then. What do you do, Smiley? Alex said, you are our music. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Flacco, I've heard a lot of things about Mr. Beast, so that guy is definitely an industry plant, in my opinion. You know, y'all should listen to some of the stories that Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams have told. When you get to a certain level of success, like very very up there, like Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams kind of status, Mr. Beast kind of status, like they don't they don't just let you do anything you want to do. You know, eventually you get that tap on the shoulder, like, hey, you got to stop, you know, talking shit about trans people, or hey, you know, we'll do this, this, and this if you, you know, support the rainbow movement and shit. And that is not a game you want to play. Go listen to Dave Chappelle, like why he went to Africa for like a couple years and came back. Like, just go listen to his story. You know, turned down like hundreds or like $1 billion or some shit because he's like, I've already got money. I don't need more. He's like, I'd rather just not be controlled. You know? So, I mean, like, I'm not a billionaire, but I definitely understand not wanting to be controlled. So I feel like at a certain point, Mr. Beast and his YouTube, like, you know, it did really, really well. I mean, it's still doing well, obviously. But after a certain point, you know, it takes a turn into other ventures like, oh, podcasts and food and whatnot. And that's fine. I mean, you're supposed to, you know, diversify, branch out and all that. Nothing wrong with that. It's when you start getting into the political shit, that's when people, to me, are controlled. There's like, if you, not to go down the rabbit hole in the last like 20 minutes of the stream, but if you really think about it, there's almost always this fork in the road. And on one path, you have being controlled, right? You make a lot of money, you end up being like a huge star, whatever. And, you know, rags to riches, all that. But then you get told what to do, what you can't do, and all that. And the other road, or excuse me, if we're speaking about the same road, that's when you deny Jesus, you deny any religion, you know, you start putting on for like really just debauchery. And you don't believe me? Bro, look at JoJo. Right, that young chick, she used to be all she was like a kid's dancer or whatever. And I don't know, like 5-6 years later, she's an adult now, right? And she completely changed into what? She's wearing all black, she's like drinking on stage, just being ignorant. That to me is like that transition from child star to now you're a controlled adult, you know? And that's kind of what I think. So you deny religion, you deny faith, you know, you make fun of Jesus or you make fun of God, whatever. And your art, if you call it that, your music, it just becomes dog shit, bro. It just becomes utter dog shit. Look at who's making music right now. I'm not gonna say no names, but the music industry is trash. It's horrible. There's no talent, right? You got people like oh my god. Are we still here? Are we still here, everybody? Can we do a sound check? drop a one if you can hear. It's my computer. It's not the Illuminati, I promise. It's my computer because I restarted it earlier. Anyway, you know, all these female artists, right? Very few female artists make it big because of talent. I do think Adele is one of them. Adele is very talented. She doesn't shake ass or wear tight clothing or anything like that. But pretty much everybody else, they make shitty music. It's not even written by them. And it's just NPC music, bro. Ricky, I was trying to watch S&P. See what it was doing. I guess Nasdaq is finally, you know, doing something, but like, bro, how do you have the patience for this kind of shit? How do you do it, bro? And the other route, like what Dave Chappelle did, what Cat Williams did, you know, they reject all that. And then what happens when they reject being controlled? They get blackballed. People start talking shit about them. You know, they lose friendships and whatnot, and they get outed by the industry. So I don't know what point it is, but there is a certain point in which these people get tapped on the shoulder. And then you have to make a choice. Ricky's on a win streak. Sheesh. So that's like 40, 45 points at the moment for you from down here. So they both made like new short-term highs. Dow's kind of in its own world as usual. Let's look at some ETFs real quick, if you don't mind. So some clean lows here. Let me see. That third lower low there, which was also an imbalance from yesterday too. So we kind of traded into the lower end of that. That was a good long, Ricky. But yeah. So this is, again, this is what that environment looks like. It was, I don't know, a couple of minutes into the stream, and I was saying this is the type of environment that what? You sell above old highs, buy below old lows. I didn't do it, Ricky did. I didn't buy that. Because I'm still sticking to my idea that ES is going to run these lows. I'm sticking to that. And you know what? Just like the other day, bro, if I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we will know in due time. We'll know by the end of the day. You're looking at triple Qs like you told me last Friday? Well, yeah, dude. The only bad part is the equal highs are still up here. So I feel like for a swing trade, this probably would be okay, you know, for something like that. But I don't think we're going to get that today. But if I was trying to swing it, oh, I would definitely be swinging for 22, like 20,200. I would definitely swing for that. So that's my thoughts on that. So if ES would have traded lower with NQ, yeah, this imbalance here would have been very, very clean. And the fact that we didn't do that, that's crazy. But yeah, so there's a new high, right? So there's a lunch, not lunch's high, but a lunch high right there. So that's definitely not bad. Same thing for ES as well. It's hitting this larger imbalance. So now this is where like, so I'm gonna end the stream here in just a minute. But this shit has my attention. Because now we're in this large imbalance here. And I would like to see lower pricing just because these lows are clean. This looks like a sell model. But hey, we always manage risk, right? You know, you risk being wrong, you risk losing money, and you know, that's what it takes. But yeah, NQ into the 80s, the 85. So that's about 60 points or so for Ricky. Ricky, are you in? How many contracts are you in from down there? Oh, just covered. Yeah, so that new high right there. That's a good partial. He gave that back really quickly. So did Dow. Oh, you did say that earlier. You did say five micros long. So you took 2 off, now you have 3 remaining. Nice. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid, my friend. Ricky, so you're not break even? You still have open risk? Jesus. Well, you have more patience than me. You definitely have more patience than me because my stop would be in profit up to like that low. I hear you, Ricky. All right, well, anyways, that concludes today's stream. Don't really have anything else for you. We can take a brief look at gold just to see kind of where we're at with that. I would still be careful with shorts, as I mentioned earlier. Coming off that daily level, that, you know, that's a little worrisome. But I still put alerts down there just in case we go lower. I'm not shorting gold though. Just to clarify, I'll watch it. Like I'll probably follow up with this for tonight's market review, but just for sake of clarity, I'm not gonna put money on that. I'm not gonna short gold. I'll just watch it. And then Yeah, as far as indices go, I'm still gonna stick to what I think could happen. I think we could trade lower. Ricky is doing his own thing with the longs. So hey, profit is profit. It is what it is, but that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. All right. So y'all be good, be blessed. We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow on Wednesday, provided that I don't lose power or anything. It is the weather's supposed to be pretty rainy this week here in Houston. So if the power goes out, you've been warned. But if I'm not able to stream, I will say something in the Discord prior to that way. You guys aren't going to be left hanging, just chilling out. All right. So. Yep. Y'all be good. Don't do anything stupid. And fate permitting, I'll see you tomorrow.